By what you saying?
Yes, I give thanks to life. That's the
Serious
fire
thing.
guy, you know?
Serious thing. We are here again, Bald Head and the Dread Podcast, and I have to let the people know. Make sure you check out the documentary they're running hard right now. The story of Jamaica's most famous shirt, the Mesh Marina. Respect to the whole crew and the production. Ryan, Original Yard Real, Emily, Makaka, Tizzy Touch It, um, Kush, editor extraordinaire, and the whole vibe. So we give thanks for that same way. Once again, it's called The Story of Jamaica's Most Famous Shirt, the Mesh Marina. And it's more about the Mesh Marina, right? But I can't tell you about it. I can't let, what do you say? I can't let the cat out the hat or something. No, I gotta get better with my sayings.
Cat out the bag.
Yeah, cat out the bag. Right. I can't be no spoiler, but definitely check it out. Well done, very informative. You will enjoy it. Far right, make sure you support the brethren. Autarchie's EP there is in the description, Disrupting the Status Quo. Make sure you check it out. Video here, Freedom in Africa. Make sure you check it out. And as I stated before, people talk about support. You want to support this man? Buy the man music, put the man music on replay on your YouTube, on your Spotify, and let it just run. Right? I don't hear no support. That's how you support the bridge.
Straight.
I don't talking no pat on the back. The bridge. That's how you support the bridge. Play the man music, share the music with ones and ones, especially the tunes that you like. And that's the vibe. What else is there? That's pretty much it. All right. Check us at Conscious T. It's more January. I mean, we have a little production. We have a little production issue. So January we have some new stuff. So that's why I ain't really been on that vibe. And that's pretty much it. For what we're reasoning about today.
Yes, I. Well, the reason that today is not a reason of more people for overlook, because you see, oftentimes we as people we feel for overstand the importance of words uttered by the elders. So we really want ones and ones tune in and focus on what we are say, and don't even use the emotion to the reasoning. So we have a great legendary elder Shabba Ranks, but we are listening to reasoning when we dope on stage after the Jamrock Cruise one day. And it's a good reasoning, you know. It's a great reasoning. But in the midst of the reasoning, I see the elder make a U-turn. So you know, say from we hear them type of sound there, we have to kind of come address them type of thing they see. So the one I say, once we load the youth them with all the gun song and them thing there too. Cause when time in did do film music, even film mother that say a book yaga music and it make him come win 2 Grammy. But we really want once to overstand say we don't really want to tolerate them type of sound from the elder them, cause we love them same way, you know, but we don't want to tolerate them type of sound there, cause we feel like them type of sound in the atmosphere. And upon a positive word sound that fair truth in the atmosphere. I tell them straight.
No, serious thing. I saw the clip. And for those of you unaware, bro, I'm just gonna play the clip that's the part of the discrepancy right now, right? So let me go play the clip right now. Shabba Ranks.
When me did I do my music, my mother used to say, "Boogie, I got music, me I do." Because I never do the music like how she used to listen to the music. But guess what? A 2 Grammy me get from the music. So give the youth them a chance to do their music. Leave the youth them alone and make them do their music. Your time no pass, you know, but your time is your time. Now it's the youth them time. Let the youth them have fun in a for them future. And help guide them along in them future and stop criticize them. And beat them down. And fight against them. Because you know down there talking, you know. But gun this and gun that, you know. Me say I love the gun, but me never buy a gun yet. Yeah, brother. Me chat about gun, but me never buy a gun yet. So you can't say a gun lyrics and a gun this. Me talk about pum pum and say me slack. And that's what me I deal with.
So this clip here, Shabba Ranks was on Jamrock Cruise. Take it he just performed because he seemed like he on the heights, right? He on the heights. We didn't play the whole conversation. Starts off the conversation, as you can see, this man here says that elder artists should not chastise younger dancehall artists, right? It goes on to say that he himself once spoke about gun lyrics, but I guess he didn't have a gun in this and that. Also, he goes to glorify the Grammy. He says, you know, people chastise him for his derogatory lyrics, but he has 2 Grammys. The thing went way astray fire on this. And for you, no, it's and I want to be clear. If I'm not trying to chastise Shabba Ranks. I don't know this man as a person. He's a great performer. But in regards to the word sound fire, it is wrong. Wrong. It's a shame and it's embarrassment for you to want to be an elder and a public figure to condone people who are doing stuff that's detrimental to the culture. Now, in regards to Shabba Ranks, the content Shabba Ranks has put out over the decades is not something uplifting, that is, right? This version is defending a younger generation who is putting out a word sound that is destructive and leading to actions that are destructive, life loss. I am not blaming music for all the violence in Jamaica, but we have to have, it's two extremes to this argument. It's either the music don't have no role or we can't blame the music. But we have to blame the music to a certain extent because even Shabba Ranks knows his music gets people out of their seats. His music gets people to move. I'm pretty sure his music has led to some sexual promiscuity over the years because that's the word sound that he's giving out. So why are we to deny that if someone's preaching or giving out a sound of taking a life on the airwaves in the frequency that when it impacts someone's meditation in regards to how they conduct themselves, how they deal with conflict resolution, and how they deal with their brother and sister. So I just think Far Right as elders, I don't know if y'all trying to fit in. I don't know if you're trying to be cool. I don't know what it is or you really believe that. You can't go out in public saying these things, Far Right. Then I was disturbed by the comment section, Far Right. I was reading the comment section figuring people would lick out. And it's like they're agreeing with him. And I think that's the problem. It's too much. I don't know, people trying to fit in or something. It's some weird thing. Like if you're like famous or a celebrity, it's like automatically you have to agree. And I just think that it's just wrong and irresponsible. Even the part that he says, well, I have tunes about gun lyrics, but I'm a gun. That's even worse because you're there encouraging people to engage in activities that you're not engaging in. And there's one more thing I want to touch on, the hypocrisy there. I saw this man at Sunfest on the return to Sunfest, right? And I was there with my mother. Maybe because I was there with my mother, bro. It was so embarrassing. But it's pure cocky and pussy and panai. This man, 50 years old, and gyrating on stage, right? So I'm just thinking that's odd. But at the end of the performance, he's saying, how you a family man? The man just was on stage for over an hour talking about sexual domination of women, right? And whoring. Then at the end, he's saying, how you a family man? And that's the issue. Because you have some artists that's really gunmen that's preaching gunmen lyrics, then you have others that's not like that preaching it. And both sides I think the one that's not doing it and preaching it even worse than at least the man doing it, even though he put out the sound, at least he's just projecting what he do. You got people projecting stuff out there that they're not doing. That's destructive. And the influence you have on the minds of the people, you can't deny it. Even if you want to say, well, I'm not a role model, you're in that position now. You have the platform, you have the reach, you're automatically a role model, and you have to be responsible for the message that you're putting out there. You can't be on earth as no 56-year-old man defending folly, fire, and corruption. You just can't do it. And it's irresponsible, fire. Irresponsible for Shabba Ranks to go out there to say that. Yeah.
When we come for overstand is, all right. Because I love still, over the years, I love him for several reasons still, because it's a Ella way. When I listen to some reason, I'm still and move to them and reason. I listen to him same way straight, see? But here we go on now. I'm one of the ones them for overstand. You see, in this day and age, it's one day say boy him did sing gun song and him never buy a gun yet. This day and age, that is delusional. We know that fire. We're in the street too. You see, that is delusional. Majority of the youth them right now where you even hear come with some gun lyrics and them thing there. I see them friend with it or it they around them. Kind of the youth them camp, the youth them have gun and the youth them have move with gun too. That's how the modern day thing set right now. So it's not like a one time when a man, boy, probably watch all 2 Sylvester Stallone show or 2 Rambo and thing and he might try build up 2 gangster lyrics for try to feel like say him have to come hardcore out there. The day that day and age is gone. You see in the present day right now, the youth them a chop, the youth them a do certain thing, certain illegal activity, the thing they own them directly. Seen? And it intertwine right now. So them in the culture every single day in, day out. And now when them now get a chance now for go up on the record and put out them negative type of sound, it's a reflection of if not them, is a reflection of them friends. So we want we don't want the ones to get it twisted for feel like say at them time. The things evolve fire. And the evolution where the thing they're right now in terms of how the gun things stay right now, it them amongst the youth them. So that's for one. Two, ones are for overstand say, when we are dealing with morality, I feel like it's a Ella we're supposed to know morality. I'm tell you that Ella I love for various reasons. But I'm supposed to know about morality because I watch these levels now. It's a morality. Morality is a thing where you can't take for granted. Because you can't, you see, if a youth put out some negative stuff, because we say, all right, one thing, a good thing about music when it hits you feel no pain. We gang the tell where everybody say, you see, one good thing about music when it hits you feel no pain. See, so you gonna feel no pain when a man tell us if you gonna murder some people, or a man tell you if you gonna do some word sound, because we can't neglect the power of music when time it negative. But yes, still we want to take up the power of music when it's positive. Because if we say, yo, if you're in a good mood, or sorry, if you're in a bad mood and you listen to music and music uplift your mood, then if you're in a bad mood and you hear music where make your spirit more cross, it influence. When I say music make you do things, you know, but music is a main influence and nobody can deny that fire because we see the role of music play. So we want once to overstand say, when time the elder make a speech and him say, boy, people used to call him thing rare, but him have a Grammy, 2 Grammy for sure. Remember, Fire, we're not talking about the accolades, you know. Because accolades come through industry. I don't know what if a thing will go on through the industry. See, accolades can never be higher than morality, you know. And that's one thing I really want to overstand. Say, boy, you could have get 20 million Oscar for the show where you're acting or for whatever you do. You could have get 20 million Grammy for the negative song them where you sing. The youth them for overstand say it's morality first for you. It's morality first. My overstand say, yeah, man, money are the main thing for enough man, and money are the main thing for most one, but one them can't neglect the morality fire. When time we are talking about these things, we're talking about it from a morality standpoint. We're not talking about it from an achievement standpoint based on where you earn. Because we see what go on in all of this culture. If you look on the mainstream thing, you see all where Cardi B and whoever them push up in the thing, the type of sounds them or whatever them are carry it now. It now have no energy to it, but yet still are them gonna get the main accolades because I saw the label push it. You see me I say? So I them think they want to overstand say we can't come and say advertisement and marketing did make me get this, even though it never did promote the right thing. So we don't want the one them a bypass the fact say the day and age we live in and the influence of music and then the word sound will come out of man. Because all right, you see Shabba Ranks too as a elder, you know why me keep on a mention say as a elder too. Here we go on now. Dembo. So all right, you see Dembo. Dominican Republic people they can't tell about Dembo. You know, people in Latin America can't tell about Dembo. You know, when Shabba Ranks say Dembo, you know, what you think influence reggaeton? How come a man could have hear Dembo and then them go sabams and put it towards for them a car till it form all a new genre? Oh, come then say influence that. So I'm to when time the word sound them will evoke negatively. Where you think it a go farm? What type of organization it a go help farm? So all of them think that we now say one so just a beat down the youth them like I get to realize that there's a two extreme end, but my one end, yeah, people who just lick the youth them, but them never ever give the youth them no farmer influence or no direction or no guide. So that is not the aim right here. So if I say boy, I gotta just beat down the youth them because if we beat down the youth them, then we don't have no farmer foundation for really develop on. But we are trying to show the one them say we now got there right as and stand for hear the one them a tell with some farmer negative thing and make it sound like say, yeah, it's right and yeah, I saw it go. Or I saw it for set. No, fire. Not because I want to say it, even I one in a prominent position as even Shabba Ranks we say that. We're gonna say, boy, yeah man, just because I the one say that, even if we even respect or rate the one, we're not gonna do that because would that be a hypocrite. You have to show you say them negative words sound there and them gun vibes there where the youth them a push. It not have no energy towards it. And no matter what I want to tell them about art expression, me is an artist for you. And majority of them youth here, where even I do this thing, them I do this thing because are the gains where them even not think about, or them I do this thing because them I show you a piece of who them is as me tell you. What they run them or what the inner them intention and the evilous meditation where them are bring. So we can't support them thing they and go on like say, oh yeah, it's okay and it's all cool. They will just change. No. We have to talk out, say this thing wrong, this thing is immoral, and then we have some form of guiding light or if you move towards that. That really I try to show the people them too.
No, serious thing. And you pretty much summed it up. There's one thing I just want to touch on in regards to people don't have this clarification in regards to that to that generation and this generation. Oh yeah, people in the 70s and 80s was steppers. Don't get it twisted. Some of them was really into the thing and they wasn't no joke people. But the thing is they never recorded it. For a couple of reasons. We did a reasoning with Jammy and he said kind of he felt the way with the gun lyric thing and this and that. It wasn't accepted. Now it's accepted, but it's just like I think you have to have a consciousness and to say, yo, if you're dealing with badness, right? Don't go encourage your next man to deal with badness because that's what you're really saying. That's what you're really saying. That's just the truth about the situation. Can't no man say people that burn herb early on, right? They can't say they ain't see a next man burn herb and think it's cool or a thing, put him on the heights of this and that. So let me burn herb or drink or even whoring. Your next man talk about whoring and say, yo, I got to have 10 different women. So we can't say that. So those who dealing with folly have to get the firefight. It can't stand up for him, yeah. And I take it that maybe it's a vibe where he just performed and he was on the heights, and maybe I just want to give him the benefit of the doubt and know he ain't fully know what he was saying, I want to give him that. Even though he probably know what he was saying, I just want to say benefit of the doubt, But no, it's too much. And it's not to pick on Shabba, but the fact that he did it. But it's many elders that do it. It's many elders rubbing arm to arm with these people there. That's destructive force, but they just say about, Everton Blender. Enough of them preaching peace, but enough of them defending war. So, and some of you people out there supporting these artists, man, get a spine. Stop running behind these people and just supporting everything they say. It's a terrible thing. It's embarrassing. If someone's wrong, you just have to say that they're wrong. And it's not a self-righteous thing. I can't, me personally right now, know and say, yo, you have a certain platform and you have a certain reach. It is a responsibility to put out a certain sound. I can't come up here encouraging people to do craziness. That's something that I know that be destructive to them or to the collective. I think people need to be more responsible with the position that they have. That's the thing. That's probably the sums it all up. You need to be.
You see this responsibility. You see this responsibility thing for you. That is the key. That is the summary of everything for you. Because you see, majority of people in the spotlight is like true them are human beings still, So them are talk in front of and two light come up and put up on a man say action and a man start do an interview. But a man no overstand him responsibility and the role where him playing for years a role model once you say especially if you're famous. He's a role model out there to all heap of youth because the facts of fame attributed to success, And this whole connotation of fame and success, it kind of go hand in hand in this day. Even though me knows that fame and success is not necessarily synonymous. But the responsibility where a man have when him come in front of even the media, when him come to a leading and misleading certain minds. Because we can talk all them parents to grow them. But majority of them youth are not growing up parents. Even if them parents living at the same house as them not grow with no parents. Our parents is just there to make sure so them get a food. Even sometimes but at school I deal with them brain, at institution who don't brainwash them. The society where don't brainwash them, where they must on the internet. So all of these things combine now, and we have a devastating society, and we say, look how the youth them out there so cold, them nowadays youth, But how the nowadays youth them get to develop and turn a monster? Because of all of these influences, and them I get the go ahead from a lot of these people, them I get the go ahead. So all right, see, me I prefer feel nice if the elder come and say, boy, the youth them, my sister, the youth them, I do them thing, but my hope so them can evolve to a certain level where them Lego, them type of vibes there, and make the thing positive, because you see them positive words sound there, can make them reach far, and even that would have more appreciate love than first. Slow the youth them. You can't just slow the youth them so for the wrong. No.
And one more thing I want to touch on, Fire. We keep talking about the influence of the youth, but we're not talking about the influence of other adults and other elders, because they worship them same way. Been worshiping them since 1980s. You know how it go already. Very impressionable. It's not because they're older, they mind. Some of them mind more impressionable than the youth. depending on what's coming from who, you know, and that's the thing that he should have clarified. I'm glad you brought that up in the sense that, yes, some people don't like the production of the song. That's the issue, like production of the song and rhyme scheme. And if you accept that to say things are evolving, but in regards to the content, how are we gonna evolve to listen about people talking about killing people? What evolution is that? What kind of madness is that? You get what I'm saying? Rhyme scheme, production, beats. Yes, it don't sound like dancehall. Solid arguments. We can't go evolve. What we supposed to accept people talking about killing people, fire? Literally killing people? All right, I listened to one song the other day. The man ain't even talk about getting no money, fire. The man ain't even talk about no girl. This man just talk about 2 minutes of murder. Come on, fire. Nobody trying to support that now. Destructive force, yo. Low frequency. But as I said, Shabba Ranks, if you hear this, look into yourself, all right, because it can work. Not sure the origin of it. I hope he slipped up. As I said, I hope it was just a, you know, something that came out the wrong way. But in the future, fire, watch your words. You're you're a legend. You're an influential person. You can't go defend folly. Talking about you sing gun lyrics, you don't have no gun lyrics. What kind of foolishness is this man talking now? And ease off the Grammy thing, because that's the next contradiction. I don't want to delve deep into it. Because everybody all this black this and black that, but then he's so happy about the Grammy. The man got a Grammy for an album called X-Rated, yo. So we gotta have a whole reason about why you even got the Grammy. What type of sound were you putting out at the time, and why did you get so much support? Was it the fact of musical superiority, or did it have to do with the sound that you were projecting towards people? Totally different argument, you know?
Me really need to say this, you know. We feel like we make too much disclaimer sometimes, but me really need to say this again, though, for you. Like, more want people for overstand this thing. Don't just say a title or don't just say a reason and a man say, boy, I know them a talk about a man numerator. So boy, oh, and just make a conclusion for you. Listen to the reasoning. Listen to the point of views upon the reasoning. Listen to the facts them upon the reasoning. Listen the angle them upon the reasoning. More and them just overstand say it's not everybody where come to highlight a point but a person at the spotlight is quote unquote bad mind, because oftentimes a lot of people where una classify as bad mind more successful than certain people where una feel like in the spotlight. So that because I'm sometimes a man here do a reasoning about a thing and this man like I want to have a preconceived notion even after them say them I listen to it, you know, because you talk about something with them not like. So check more on this one there, them go do that. And then check even the history of the thing to, you know, fire. Because I remember say man like I'll paned them from them time they will come and say respect to all the gunman them. A gunman alone keep gunman friend. A gunshot kill all them man they. You see me I say? And then you check back all the man them, the youth them nowhere. Check the youth them record the man and look who them they run and look who are going and look who are going in the space. In the space itself with the youth them where do negative sounds and see who their jail, who have runway, who have a bail their friend, or just check the levels now, man. Just check the facts and check the levels now and make sure so that them a reason level headed and not with this preconceived notion. A fight or a bad mind. More than them just meditate this thing fire and check the reasoning for the reasoning itself. Because this bad mind thing, it's like it just become this big cloud where I fog up the whole place fire. I'm gonna really overstand it. And sometimes I feel like it's just a matter of the fact say I talk about something where a lot of people disagree with. So them just sum it up as okay, it's a bad mind thing. But more than them check the reasoning. And it's something very, very serious. No joke.
And Fire, you brought up a great point. You can see it in the hip hop thing. You know, there were 300 rappers that have been murdered recently. And out of the 300, I'm pretty sure 99% speaking craziness about. What I'm noticing with those who really run into problems is more heavy on the death than other topics. And they just attract fire. It's an energy type vibe. I don't think the way Earth run, you can't go out there giving out that type of energy and don't expect nothing to come back, you know. It just can't couple with your surroundings.
Them have a thing called the law of equivalent exchange. more them go study that. Find out. So put out a gun song and see if it's the law of equivalent exchange. Just come back and take back something from you for the word song that you put out.
No, a serious thing, Fire. And then the rapper thing, I wanted to do a podcast on it, but maybe I just want to delve more into history. But one particular rapper got killed from Philly, and I was looking at his interviews, and it's just like, Fire, the man talking crazy in this show. They got it in their head. And I think it's just, what they say, live by the sword, die by the sword. What, who say they just saying physical sword, who say it's not just your tongue, you know? So the vibes go. But we give thanks for everyone listening. Make sure you check out Story Jamaica's most famous shirt, the Marina short film there. I Never Knew TV short film series. Respect to everybody that played a part in that. Fire Ice EP is there. Disrupting the status quo. Check out the videos there. Numerous videos. The link is there. And we give thanks for everyone supporting the things from those times to now. And we ask that you think and stop just supporting these artists. Fire. Listen to what they're saying. I think sometimes we just get carried away that it's an absolute truth with these people because you like a song, you have to listen to them. Because sometimes you find yourself in problems, or you find yourself repeating something that you shouldn't think, or you should be thinking something from a perspective that you shouldn't be looking at it from.